Welcome children in bio class. Children, I am going to explain you disease. What is disease? Disease is an interaction among the host, pathogen, and environment. What is disease? An interaction among host, pathogen, and environment. Host is the organisms in the body of which pathogens are living. Pathogens are disease causing organisms. Environments is our surrounding. In that coming air, water, soil. So we can define disease any departure from health presenting marked symptoms. So when there is any departure from health and presenting marked symptoms, malady, illness, disorder, malady, illness, and disorder. So any departure from health presenting marked symptoms. Symptoms are the characteristics which appear after infection. So as disease causing germs enter in our body, there are some characteristics or set of signs that appear. That is the symptoms of the disease. Malady, illness, and disorders. So I told pathogen are causative agent which are causing the disease. So what are the pathogen? These pathogens are causative agent. They are causing disease. The biological process of the establishment of pathogen inside the body. When disease causing germs like bacteria, virus, protozoan, or fungus enter in our body, they establish in the body inside the organisms. That is the infection. The pathogen may be animate or abiotic. So the disease which are incited by living agent, that disease are infectious or parasitic disease. But the disease which are incited by non-living agent, that disease is non-infectious. It may be due to physical, chemical, or mechanical agents. They are responsible for non-infectious disease. So which are the responsible for non-infectious disease? Physical, chemical, and mechanical agents are responsible for non-infectious disease. So children, now it is clear to you the disease is deviation or interruption of the normal structure of the normal structure and function. When there is deviation from the or interruption of the normal structure and function of any part of the body is called disease. It is expressed by a characteristic set of signs and symptoms. Human beings are suffering from three categories of disease. So, which are the three categories of disease? One is congenital disease. These are also known as genetic disorder. Genetic disorder. These diseases are due to abnormal genes or abnormal chromosomes or abnormal structure of chromosomes. Congenital disease or heritable. Heritable means it can be transferred from the parents to the offsprings. There are many congenital diseases like phenylketonuria, sickle cell anemia, diabetes mellitus, hemophilia, thalassemia. All these are the example of congenital disease. Now, second is infectious disease. Infectious disease. Infectious disease are also known as communicable disease. Communicable disease. So, infectious disease due to infection, due to harmful organisms. So, the harmful organisms which are causing infectious disease, that harmful organisms are pathogen. These pathogens are, which are the pathogens? These pathogens are viruses, bacteria, protozoans, fungus, or worms. So these are the pathogenic germs. When they enter in our body, they interfere in the normal functioning of the organs of the body. Due to interference, there is the disease. So this disease is called communicable disease or infectious disease. So disease which are caused by pathogens. Pathogens means viruses, bacteria, pathogens means viruses, bacteria, protozoans, fungi or worms. Worms are helminthes, are called communicable disease. So communicable disease are going to transfer from unhealthy person to healthy. So this is known as infection. So how this communicable disease are going to transfer from the body of unhealthy to healthy? So I told that is the infection. So infection may occur in the different way. So what are the different way of infection? How this communicable disease may be transferred? So that may be by direct transmission. Direct transmission is the mode of transmission. Mode of transmission of disease. So first is direct contact transmission, by direct contact with the infected person. Second is droplet infection. First is direct contact. Second is droplet infection. Third is contact with soil. Fourth is animal bites. Fifth is transplacental transmission. In the transplacental transmission is transmission of disease causing germs from the mother to the child. Next is indirect transmission. So what are the indirect transmission? In that from the reservoir of infection to healthy person, disease causing germs are passing by some intermediate agents. That intermediate agents may be vector. So vectors are insects, that is house fly, mosquito like Anopheles, Culex, are vehicle borne. So vehicle borne like pathogen of cholera, dysentery, they are carried into the body of healthy person by food and water. Airborne, by the air, pathogens are spread by wind, aerosol spray and dust. Fumite-borne, many pathogens are transmitted through contaminated articles such as towel, handkerchief, crockery, toy, soap, utensil, surgical instrument, and unclean hands. So these are the indirect transmission. Now next is non-communicable disease. So in the non-communicable disease are disease which cannot be transferred from unhealthy person to healthy. So that is non-communicable. Non-communicable. Disease. So non-communicable disease are cancer, cancer is dreaded disease of human beings, but it is non-communicable. It cannot transfer from unhealthy to healthy person. So like this disease which cannot be transferred from unhealthy to healthy, that is non-communicable disease. Now, communicable disease when enter in the body, so entering in the body is called infection. After that, what characteristics appear, that is symptoms, and time between infection and appearance of symptoms is called incubation period. Incubation period. So you have to learn what is incubation period. It is the time gap between infection and appearance of symptoms of the disease.